WhiskyJason here at the Whisky Live Dublin 2024. Get together with
McAllister from Ahaschrach Distillery.
Now, this is a brand new distillery that just started operating. When was it?
So we just started operating last year.
Yeah, July, August, right?
Yeah, but we've been on the shelves since about 2020, and we were founded in 2018.
All right, very good. So first, let's talk about the first zero emissions distillery in Ireland. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Now, first of all, your dad was his brainchild, or who thought that up?
So it was a combination of my mum and dad.
Okay, good job, Mom. I wasn't aware.
Oh yeah, so they're in it together. Yep. But we've traveled all over the world, and a big thing for us was kind of how conscious we were about CO2 and emissions.
Yep.
So when my dad and my mum decided to make gin and whiskey, they wanted to make sure they could do it in a way that wouldn't affect the planet, so that even my kids would be able to work in a distillery. That's the idea.
Yep, gotcha. How did you achieve that, though? I mean, you do not use fossil fuels.
We don't. So the way it works is that we use a bunch of different renewable energies. Mm-hmm. We have 70% of that coming from wind turbines, 20% coming from solar, that's actually on the distillery, as well as a few other places around. Mm-hmm. And then 10% will be coming from a hydro, a little water wheel that we have in the distillery as well.
See, I thought it was a different. All right, good. 10% hydro. I thought hydro was more.
No.
Sorry, I learned. All right, very good. So we can visit you. You are a distillery we can visit.
Yep.
Now, before we talk about the market, your source whiskeys on the market at the moment, I want to talk about three things. Your barley. Where do you get your barley from? Is it Irish only barley?
It is.
And who malts it?
So it's all locally sourced, right? And same with the malting. It's all very local towards the Galway region of Ireland. So it's all Irish barley, Irish malting processes, all from Galway region.
Good. Your casks, a lot of ex-bourbon, I'm sure, plus?
Yep. So we have casks, we have different casks. The big one that we have would be ex-bourbon. Right. They all start in ex-bourbon casks. But then we have a range of different finishes out there. So we have sherry casks, we have Amarone casks, we have rum casks. We have casks from all over the world, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, our rum casks are from Panama.
Okay,
casks-wise, we kind of want to experiment with those casks. So in the future, there'll be even more stranger, wilder casks out there.
There's a distillery in Germany, they've used 288 different types of casks.
Oh, wow,
some of them are sizes, some of them are different wines. 208 different, so that's the record to go for, right?
Yeah, okay. 200. Wow, 209 is our target.
All right, so now the next question is water. In America, we say limestone, hard water is better. In Scotland, they say soft water is better. What is in Ireland better water? What water do you use and why?
Now, which water would be better? I'm not too sure about.
Okay,
but the water that we use is actually straight from where we are. Right. We have a well underneath the distillery.
Water is one of the most difficult things to transport, so you use local.
Exactly.
So you have a well. Okay.
Yeah, so we have a well, and also it's some of the freshest, purest water in Ireland, if I'm being honest. It is.
Of course, you're always unbiased about your water.
Of course. I think water is kind of a good 90% of what's key to make a good whiskey, a good alcohol in general. Our water is coming directly from underneath the distillery, as well it comes from the river. It's called the River Suck originally.
Wow, that's a nice name.
I know, very creative river names over here.
Yes.
There's a huge kind of reservoir underneath, and that's what we pull from.
We call it aquifer.
Aquifer?
Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, very good. And it's a soft water, I'm sure.
Soft water, yes.
Not limestone and so on. Very good. Let's talk about some of your whiskeys now. Let's start off with, I think this is your entry-level product.
It is indeed, yes.
So now in Germany, by the way, as well. My video will be soon.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about this guy here.
So that's Oosh himself on the bottle. So Oosh is actually a triple blend. Yep. So it's 25% single malt, 25% single pot still, and 50% grain.
Oh.
It's also finished in virgin white American oak casks, a little cherry on top.
Oh, okay.
But Oosh it is classified as your entry level, but I would say it's ever so slightly kind of the one step above that.
All right.
It's a very classic Irish whiskey in the sense that it's very smooth. It has those very natural flavors coming from it, so it's quite cereally, quite oaky. And even the bottle itself.
Yeah.
So the bottle actually...
Oh, yeah, very recyclable glass.
Exactly.
Biodegradable up here. The capsule, wood, sustainably sourced, if I remember correctly.
Yep, spot on.
Did I forget something?
The paper.
The paper.
Recycled paper.
I forgot
so
the paper.
close, so close.
Thank you, Luke. I was so close. Exactly. So yes. Well done with that. Very
so
nice.
it's kind of that was our first whiskey that we launched.
Everything in the future will also be that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
Right.
So it was our first whiskey that we launched, and it was kind of our statement to the whiskey world that you can make good whiskey in a sustainable way with sustainable packaging.
Yes.
So
that was a little bit of a cutting edge type of moment back then.
It was.
So which one should I take? Which one is the?
So that's the 7-year-old.
Let's go for the 7.
Yeah. So the 7-year-old is a single grain, finished in a Panamanian rum cask. Yeah. So it's quite fruity. It's got that nice.
If I may take it out here and show this as well.
Yeah, of course. Now that's part of our Clan Collar series.
Yep.
Our Clan Collar series is our more aged premium whiskies. So it starts at 7 and goes all the way up to 20 years old.
Right.
The 7-year-old, it's a very, if you're a big fan of rum and you want to get into whiskey, it's an amazing one to try. But also if you are big into whiskey, you like that more sweet, spicy flavors, it's a great one because you're going to get that nice kind of mango, fruity flavor at the start. Then the end of it is a lot more spicy-oriented, cinnamon kind of flavors.
Bottle is also at home. I filled up a couple samples, but I have not tasted myself yet.
You have to.
I will. I will do a video, all right? And now we have our peated cask.
Yes.
It's not peated barley, it's peated cask.
Exactly.
This is fascinating. Now tell us the story.
So this one here is a blend of malt and grain that's finished in sherry oloroso cask as well as the peated cask.
Okay.
So we didn't
use...
use...
from Islay or where are the peated casks
from?
from?
The peated casks are, I believe, are from an Irish distillery.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm not too sure I'm allowed to say where.
Let's see here. Connemara and Great Northern.
Perhaps. But yeah, so what I find fascinating about the 11-year-old is that the two cask finishes don't interact.
No. Okay.
So you're going to get that sweetness from the sherry first, that kind of like berry, red dried fruit flavor, and then that dissipates. That goes all the way down, and once it's kind of mellowed out, that's when that smoky flavor comes out. Yeah. And it's not, because it's a peated cask finish, not an actual peated whiskey, it's a very tinge of smoke. We like to say it's a tickle of smoke.
Okay, I call it secondhand smoke.
Secondhand smoke, yeah.
Because you're talking about with the barley, we do that with the malting, with the peat, and then we have cask we use for that. It's not negative or positive in either. It's just fact.
Yeah,
right?
no, you're dead right.
Will you be making peated whiskey there?
No.
Okay,
so we have.
That was the question.
Yes.
Right.
So we have currently we have no intention to, and that's kind of to do with our whole eco side of it all, zero emissions.
Yes.
If you were to have a peated anything, it's going to have a lot of CO2 in there. So it won't really stand well with what we want to do.
Okay, very good.
But peated cask finishes are no problem. It's already out there. Might as well finish it in that.
Yes, okay, very, very good. Now we can visit you, right?
Yes, you can indeed.
Tell us a little bit about where can we find you, where are you located in Ireland, and when can we visit you? Are the tours daily, just on the weekend?
So we're in Ahaschrach. It's a small little village in County Galway, right next to Ballinasloe, which is our neighbouring town. It's right in between Athlone and Athlone and Galway City, on the highway. So very easy to get to. There is a map on our website as well as our brochures to help you out. Now we do 2 tours every day, one at 12, one at 2. So open 7 days a week. Always welcome to come by. We also own a cafe right across, so you can get a nice lunch. We do tastings there with the tours. And then afterwards, this summer, we're opening our own restaurant/pub. So the idea is Ahaschrach is quite a small little village. We want people to be able to come visit us from far away. They can come out, have lunch, do a distillery tour, and then go for dinner or have a few more drinks at our pub or restaurant.
The only thing that's missing is a hotel. When's that coming?
So funny you say that. Nah.
Funny I say that. Yeah.
So there are plenty of really good hotels in Ballinasloe. There is ideas floating around like a little B&B, but who knows? That's a future project. But yeah, so there are plenty of places to stay there. So there's about 4 hotels in Ballinasloe, and then there's loads in Athlone. Athlone's a 15-20 minute drive from us. So yeah, and also we're right next to the train station.
Oh,
so
very, very very helpful, especially after a tasting.
Exactly. So if you were staying in Dublin, for example, you can come down for the day and go back up.
All right.
That's no issue.
Very good. All right, thank you very much. Now, the very, very last question is the Irish whiskey renaissance. Have we plateaued?
Oh,
or
not at all.
No,
we're still going. We're still going. We got to be number one someday.
Okay.
That's the goal.
All
That's
right,
the goal.
Number one.
Oh,
So, bourbon, Irish, Scotch.
I don't know about that now.
We'll see. Well, thank you very much. Whiskey Jason here, together with
Luke McAllister. Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye.